So this week I got a mishmash of things. Um, so what I will say is that these videos are going to be few and far between. Hold on just a sec. Uh, I haven't brewed now in about 2 months, and I don't have any plans to brew for at least, I don't know, another month, if I even have time. I just kicked the keg of the cream ale. That was in the keg for over 3 months. I think it was like 3.5 months. And the Moon Man clone is kind of hitting the end, but that's been in the keg for about 2 months now. So first what I want to say is, here it is. I bottled this Moon Man. So it was in the, I bottled one off the keg just to make sure I had one for this cabin weekend last weekend. And as you can see, it cleared. But what I want to say is that the hops aren't wowing me in this. This has been sitting in a bottle for a couple weeks now. And it's not, like, I can get the malt way more than the hops in this. But when I pour it out of the keg, it's like hop city still. I mean, it's like in your face, Citra, like bomb. So I'm almost thinking that possibly a lot of, like, you know, the Citra Smash that I got from Mash Paddle, I'm pretty sure he bottled that off the keg. And everyone in the hop experiment bottled off the keg, and they all said it just wasn't the same as what they had in the keg. I'm wondering if anyone thinks that hop aroma fades in the bottle. I don't know, maybe if there's just little pores that it can get out. I don't know, but I can tell you this is different than, you know, the other ones. Maybe just the aroma escaped when I was bottling it, but it's a lot different. I like this more, actually, because the hops are, it's more balanced. I can get the malt. This actually tastes like a pale ale. So, and a lot like the Moon Man. So, this last weekend, I went to a cabin with a bunch of my college friends, one being Lee that you've seen before. And we decided to do a hop experiment. I wanted to get him in on it and try one. I was okay. I had quite a bit, but I was still, you know, I could taste things, and I wasn't. But as you'll see in the video, Lee, that's not the same case. But you know, he got to try one. Just forewarned in the video, though, I said hoppy esters, not fruit esters, and we keep saying hoppy esters. There aren't hoppy esters. I mean, what we meant was fruitiness from the hops, but you know, whatever. That is what it is. What else have I done? Well, I guess, you know, to tie into the not brewing, you know, brewing all this beer and being forced to drink it because I don't have a lot of friends that have the same hours I do to drink it with. I end up drinking a lot of it, and throughout the week, you know, I feel like I got to have a couple, 3 every night, and just to get through them so I can brew more. And I know that's not healthy. So what I'm going to try to do, other than Homebrew Wednesdays when I do them, is I'm not going to drink any beer during the week at all, like none. And then, you know, Friday and Saturday I can have some. But I know a couple other brew tubers that I've seen are doing that, and you know, that's a lot of extra calories, and it's setting my waistline, and I don't want it to be, and it's just not a healthy lifestyle to live. So it's sad, but I'm loving today because I get a beer. But so in this video, I'm gonna show you the Ryan Lewis experiment, or not Ryan Lewis, Ryan Lewis yeast, and the Centennial beer I did. That's ready to go. It's funky, and then I will, at the end, will be the hop experiment, and it's Everdy's. Sorry if this is all kind of rambling on, but it's Everdy's Nuggetzilla, and I'm sorry, I can't remember his name. Why can I not remember? Tyler. Sorry, Tyler. I shouldn't have reviewed the beer at the time, but I really wanted to get him involved, and I think he was a little bit more willing when he had been drinking. So he got to try it. He spilled a little bit. You'll see that. But let me finish this one, and then we'll get. I'll show you that. I'll show you the Ryan Lewis yeast, and then on to the drunk show. All right. Cheers, guys. All right. So let's review this beer quick. Let's see if I have enough memory. I'm getting a new phone. Look at that. I got you. In September, and I'm going to get the iPhone 6, 32 gigs, so I won't have this problem anymore. But I got to wait till my contract is up and I can renew. So, again, this is Ryan Lewis yeast that he sent me in the mail, Conan yeast, my Centennial Smash-ish beer. And so, you know, I've made this beer a ton of times, so I'll be able to, you know, it's way different, so good hiss. And I actually prefer this beer a little bit warmer, so I'd let it sit out a little bit. Just using the same glass, doesn't matter. Let's pour it. It is carbed. I don't think it's overcarbed. I just poured a little aggressively. At least it wasn't this weekend, but okay, so 4 fingerhead. Yeah, right. It's pretty clear. For being the clearest beer that I've ever gotten straight out of the fermenter, it's still not clear. It's got chill haze for sure. That's what it is. This, I've never had Heady Topper, and so I'm going to send this to Ryan eventually. I'm going to send some to Mash Paddle. I'm not very impressed with it, and Lee was kind of like, I don't know, it's too fruity, and you know what I get online is peach, pretty much. So let me get an aroma. I've been having really bad allergies. Up here in northern Minnesota, we're getting smoke haze from the Canada and Alaskan wildfires, and so that's really affecting me. But this doesn't smell too fruity. But at what I can remember of the smell, it's like just huge fruit. I'm not getting any Centennial. Like, I'm talking fruity, like yeast esters. I'm not talking hoppy esters. But it could be the head that was poured on it. So really, it's fruity. But this, you know, maybe it's dying down a little bit. So let's go in for a quick taste. Oh, it's improving. It's definitely improving now it's been in the bottle. And it's definitely better warm. So Ryan, when you drink it, and Mash Paddle, when you drink it, warm is a little bit better because the malt comes through a little bit more. Damn, this is a lot better than just a week ago. Not even a week ago. Would I make it again? No. I mean, the flavor is, it just tastes like fruit to me. It tastes like almost like a cider. Not a cider, but I mean, it's just like, it's like a fermentation gone wrong in a sense. I mean, it's clean, but it's just fruity. And I've had SO5 kind of develop that. When I fermented it too low, it throws off peach esters, and it kind of tastes like that. But that's the yeast. I mean, I fermented this at like 66 degrees stable. The only other thing that I could have done is I could have stressed the yeast. Maybe I didn't step it up. I only stepped it up. You know, I did a starter and then stepped it up again. Maybe I didn't step it up enough. But this was like only a 10, I can't remember, 1060 beer, 1062. So it wasn't that high. But it's getting better. But honestly, you know, I'm going to keep that Conan yeast. I'll step it up again. I'll give it a shot again. But maybe I'm not a fan, or maybe I'm just not. Maybe I just got a bad batch of it. I don't know. Ryan was thinking about sending me some of his pale ale brewed with it. I'll finish this. Like I said, with my new diet plan, this is going to last a while, but I'll definitely finish it. It's clean, and I'll send it to you guys. Unfortunately, Mash Paddle and Ryan, I don't have the best beers to send you. I could send you my vanilla porter, but that was brewed with ringworm ale yeast, I think ringwood ale, and I don't like that yeast, I've decided. But, you know, I could maybe send one of those. So I'm probably just going to send some commercial beers. But, yeah, that's it for this. It's okay. I don't want to Josh Secor like I'm jumping off the cliff. It's not. I mean, it's drinkable. It's good. It's just. I think to sum it all up, what I've decided, if you're going to use this yeast and you want it to be hoppy, you have to hop the shit out of that beer to make the hops go. Because right now the yeast is just cutting all that out. From what I'm not. This beer is completely different than all the other ones I've done in the past. So, cheers to that, and on to the hop experiment beer. Cheers, guys. Happy Homebrew Wednesday, and go Pack, go. All right, guys, here is an impromptu hop experiment beer. It's my friend Lee. You may have remembered him from the Brewfest footage, I don't know, a couple months ago.
Oh, yeah.
So we are going to do, I only brought one. We're at a cabin this weekend. Oh, there's the label. It's Everdy's Nuggetzilla. So I'm going to pop it open, put it in a glass, and we'll see how it tastes.
Nice.
And I'm sorry, Tyler, but I didn't look at the characteristics of this hop before I did this, so we're just going to do it by what we actually sense. So, and being that we've had a lot to drink, probably not much. So, all right, here we go. I know this was bottled off the keg, so let me bring it in. Lighting's not good here, guys. It's really clear though, and he spilled some.
Right on.
All right, so don't drink it yet. He's not a brew tuber yet. Gotta get an aroma. I get a fruity aroma.
Yep, it's very fruity.
Are you drinking it already?
Nope.
No. All right. I'm getting actually. It's interesting because I just brewed a beer with Conan yeast, and I'm getting the esters from this that I do in the Conan yeast.
Kind of pear.
Peach.
Peach.
And I've seen some reviews on this, and no one thought it was fruity. And I think
fruity.
this is really fruity. Yes. I would say straight up pear, peach, kind of maybe a darker fruit, right?
Yeah, some kind of darker fruit.
All right, let's get it for a taste.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Follows the nose.
Yep.
What do you think?
Yep. Is that
Drunk boy. Drunk boy. No.
Is that Conan yeast too?
No, this was brewed with, it was either SO5 or, I can't remember, but California ale yeast. By
It smells like that Conan yeast.
It really does.
That you just
Tyler, I don't know if you're getting esters off your fermentation or if it's the hop. And I hope I'm not doing you an injustice.
Oh, they're good esters though.
Yeah,
I mean, if they are, they're good.
We got dogs going crazy. Let me give you a final note, and we'll leave this alone. Tyler, I don't detect any off flavors. It's
very
the bitterness is mild, but I get a lot of hoppiness, and I get a lot of either fermentation esters or hoppy esters.
Yep.
And
I'm gonna say hops.
Tyler is a very experienced brewer, so I don't think it's yeast esters. I'm thinking
It smells really good though. It smells really good.
it's fruity.
Yeah.
I don't know. No one else, from what I remember, no one else got the fruity characteristic. It's fruity, like my Conan beer.
Yep.
It is.
It smells and tastes a lot like your Conan beer.
All right. Well, maybe we killed our taste buds earlier, but I had to get them on tape. But cheers, guys. The next one I will be more sober for. Tyler, I love you, bud. Cheers.
Maybe.
Cheers.
Cheers.